What is up, YouTube? We are here today doing a Let's Talk. Obviously, you guys can tell by the thumbnail and plus also the description of the video. But I really wanted to talk about this card, and not just this card, but these guys in general. I seen Spoofy just did a video about the kaiju epidemic, and that video was really good, opening everybody's eyes to the kaijus. On top of that, seeing like Noah Green and Jake Finney. Shout outs to Jake Finney, because I've actually been thinking about this, playing this, before Jake Finney really blew it up. But I was still a little skeptical on like numbers and ratios and everything like that. But let's talk about this from a Kozmo aspect, right? So the interrupted kaiju slumber says destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, then special summon an attack position 2 kaiju monsters with different names from your deck, one on each side of the field, but they cannot change their battle positions and must attack if able. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add 1 kaiju monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 interrupted kaiju slumber per turn. Now, the reason I want to bring this up and talk about this in Kozmo is because now that we have the new ban list that is out, Draco Pals is pretty much dead. Let's be real. I mean, the deck can still play it. It'll still be I think it'll probably be like a top 5, top 6 deck, but I don't, me personally, I don't think it's gonna be taking up 30-40% of top spots at YCS or regionals or anything. Maybe on a regional level, but not at like a YCS or nationals or anything like that. Which I am going to nationals. I did qualify this year, so this is actually the first year that I've been playing competitively and the first time I've qualified, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyways, back to the topic. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. So this card is pretty much like a board wipe, like a Dark Hole or Raigeki, pretty much same difference. Except what you do is, like, let's say you're playing against Monarchs, right? Which we're going to see a lot of Monarchs now since the ban list is out. Monarchs pretty much went untouched. Also, we have a very bad matchup against Monarchs because of Stormforth is so disruptive. Not just that, they main deck Majesty's Fiend, which is like one of Cosmo's worst enemies, like absolute worst cards to deal with. And I know that Kozmo, we already played Dark Hole Raigeki, but sometimes you don't really see it. So playing this engine really just helps you all in all, because like there's really no downside to this, because there's not a single kaiju that you can't run over. Just because I don't have them here, don't forget, guys, we have the Gamma Seal, who's 2200 attack, and we also have the Sticky String Kaiju, who's 2400 attack. So there's other monsters with different stats, but you can just go ahead and this effect doesn't activate. Like, so if they have a Majesty's Fiend on the field, you can just go ahead and drop this on top of their Majesty's Fiend, and then you can kind of like bring out your Dark Destroyer or whatever, pop it and then swing and start dealing some damage, stuff like that. But Interrupted Kaiju Slumber is the more broken card, because like you don't even have to have one of these in hand. You can just have these in the deck, and like playing Kozmo is a very aggressive deck, and even though they hit E-Telly to 2, I mean, you're still pretty much going to see the card. Not just that, we do play the Farm Girl, which you can just normal summon in the first place, right? Kozmo Town also shuffles cards back into the deck to let you draw new cards. So like there's going to be a really good opportunity for you to see an E-Telly on top of an Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. And it kind of serves as the same purpose as playing Dark Hole or Raigeki, but it's even better in my opinion, if you ask. Because like let's say I'm going second, my opponent goes first, he puts a Majesty's Fiend on board with domain, whatever, it doesn't even matter. You can activate Kaiju Slumber. It pretty much destroys every monster on the field. And then what you're going to do is you're going to special summon 2 kaijus, one to your opponent's side of the field, and one to your side of the field, right? So now at this point, you already have a monster, and this is obviously going to run over this. This is bigger than this. But then you have a normal summon that you haven't committed to. And then if you have an E-Telly, like that's pretty much going to be like really devastating to your opponent. I don't think they're going to be able to come back from that. Doesn't matter what deck they're playing, but like there's other situations too where like you can bring out the and activate the interrupted kaiju slumber, and there's like a 3k and a 3200 kaiju. So what you can do is you can go ahead and bring out this Radiant on your opponent's side of the field. He's 2800, and you can bring out a Forerunner, and these guys can crash, and your Forerunner is going to float into another monster, which, you know, when they get destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, the Kozmo ships can banish themselves from the graveyard to special summon a Kozmo monster lower than its own level. So like that can pretty much like tutor like almost anything you need. So if like all you're missing for the OTK is the Farm Girl, you can just kind of crash with this, and then banish and then bring out a Farm Girl and then really start doing some damage. Plus, not just that, don't forget what's the card's name? Allure of Darkness is at 2 now. So like playing this guy in the Kozmo isn't that bad, because like he is a target for Allure of Darkness. You know, so I just thought that this engine was a pretty good engine. Like it really helps deal with established boards. It's a board wipe, you know. It gives, like, you can just plus so hard off of this. Like, you know, going against Draco Pals now, they can't, like, why are they going to use their Ignister to make a Titanic Galaxy their first turn? Like, unless they're playing Daigusto Emerald, they're never going to have another Ignister. And so they're probably going to just end their board with, like, Dynastor and probably some other rank 4s like Giant Hand or something like that. So, like, going second, you activate this, you just clear everything, all the resources that they just committed to, you know, first turn making their board, and you just activate this, board wipe it, and you get a free, you know, beater. Plus, on top of that, you haven't even used your normal summon or anything like that. Like, I just think that this whole engine has like a complete upside. I think that this engine can really shine this next format. Like I said, I don't know the exact ratios of what I want to play, but I do know that I want to play this. I am going to incorporate this into my Kozmo. The Kozmo, it seems really strong in Kozmo, especially Kozmo, because of the E-Telly Farm Girl and all that stuff, you know? But, you know, this is your turn, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment section below of this video. You know, what do you guys think about this interrupted Kaiju Slumber and the Kaiju monsters, and main decking all of these and as an engine whole, and playing this in other decks? And what other decks would you play this in? So that's pretty much it, guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for all the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out.